Well, welcome back to First Move. The world needs truckers, and in the middle of a supply crunch, moves to speed up deliveries and make logistics more efficient couldn't be more timely. While these trucks are pretty unassuming on the outside, under the hood lies something quite radical. They're loaded with self-driving software from Embark, and with over 14,000 reservations on the books, it's in pole position to go public under a special purpose acquisition deal. And Alex Rodrigues is the CEO and joins us now. Alex, you have a lot going on. Let's start by explaining what Embark does and how the technology works.
Thanks. Good morning, Julia. Good morning, everybody. Embark is a company that develops software for self-driving trucks. So me and my co-founder Brandon started this company back in 2016, back when everyone was thinking about cars. And I think what Embark really does differently is bring a product that focuses on the highway driving portion. And so you have, what you can think about is you have a local driver who works, for example, in Phoenix or in Houston, that does the last mile into the city center. And then you have a driverless truck that's able to operate on the freeway and operate 24/7, moving freight to do that intercity portion that's currently so hard to fill, where there's so much challenge on the demographics and on the lifestyle of really finding the truckers for that piece of the role.
I mean, you've talked about greater safety and efficiency gains. Safety, because I'm assuming with this technology, you're hoping to, in some way, knock out human error. And I guess with efficiency, if you don't have a human in there, ultimately, you don't have to make as many breaks, provided you've got the charge to keep going.
Yeah, I think the efficiency gains come from two places. The first one is simply the ability to improve sustainability, and we think driverless trucks can have about 10% better fuel economy from how they manage that driving. And then the second piece, and this is really significant, is the ability to operate 24/7. So in the US today, a human driver is limited to 11 hours a day. A driverless truck can obviously operate 24. And so that ability to more than double the uptime of our vehicles is a really unique opportunity, especially at a moment like this where a shortage of truckers is a really key problem for the whole economy.
How soon do you think you can have this technology on the roads?
Yeah, so we're moving very quickly on this. The goal is that we announced, I guess, about a week ago now, with a bunch of the largest fleets in the United States, a reservation program with these partners where they're going to plan to roll out 14,200 trucks beginning in 2024. And so today we move freight. We actually have a small development fleet that operates in the US Sunbelt, moves freight for big brand names, folks like HP or AB InBev. And sort of this next step that we're talking about now is working with some of the biggest fleets, folks like Knight Swift and Messiah Valley Transportation, who are putting in those orders and putting that rollout in 2024.
So you used two terms there. You used reservations and orders. I mean, I read with the 14,200 reservations, it gets you 40% of the way to your revenue targets for 2024. But I'm assuming that means that they convert into actual purchases. Is that guaranteed?
Yeah. So these are initially just reservations. They're not guaranteed at the outset. Really what they represent is work that we've done with these partners, where we've gone line by line through with the management teams through the routes that they operate. And these are partners that we're running pilots with today and that we're moving freight for them and for their customers today. And the next step for us and for them was really to lay out, how does this get rolled out? How many physical locations, how many trucks, how much stuff needs to be reserved so that we can achieve that rollout plan.
What's the cost, even per truck, of applying this technology?
Yeah, we believe that the incremental hardware cost ends up being about $50,000 on the truck. And that's offset against, there's about $600,000 to $800,000 of lifetime value by making the truck able to operate driverless.
Yeah, I was about to say, and that's net of wages, I'm assuming, as well, if you're trying to employ several drivers to keep the vehicle going. Interesting. So that sort of explains the reservations. Can I ask how old you are, Alex?
I'm 26.
How does it feel to soon become the youngest CEO on the NASDAQ? Because I mean, you started this, as you said, back in 2016. You were a relative baby, and you've clearly not wasted any time. Do you even think about that? How does that feel?
I think obviously we're really excited, and I'm excited more to bring Embark to the market and for the opportunity that this represents. I think on the one hand, I'm obviously pretty young. On the other hand, I've been doing robotics for 15 years, so there really aren't many people who've been doing robotics for longer. And I think it's always one of the convenient things about working in an industry that's pretty new, is that you can be very experienced pretty early on.
Yeah. Wow, it's all I can say. What have I been doing with my life? I'm sure you've got a strong support team around you as well, because, as you said, in a sort of nascent technology, you have more experience probably than most people, but leadership is something you grow into.
Yeah, absolutely, right. I think actually Embark has one of the best investor bases of anybody, and an advisor group. We have folks like Sequoia Capital, who are probably the #1 investor in the world right now, sits on our board. The head of growth from Sequoia sits on our board. The former Secretary of Transportation sits on our board. And we have an advisory group that includes folks like CEOs and executives from across transportation, that supports us in thinking about this stuff. And so, of course, one of the things you have to do well in any situation, but especially when we're coming to such a brand new industry. And of course, this will be my first time taking a company public, which I think is true for most people taking a company public, but certainly true for me. We thought it was really important to have really excellent advisors.
Maybe
and
just
supporters.
the first. Alex, great to chat to you. Come back and talk to us soon, please. Exciting times. Alex Rodrigues there, the CEO of Embark. Great to chat to you.